welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I have another pick a card reading for you. The questions that I've asked today is to know a little bit about your love life and your career. Those are the two most frequently asked questions to me. I feel like I have a lot of messages here for you today, so there are 5 groups today. We have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4 and group number 5. Feel free to pause the video, meditate on the cards and then skip to your reading. The timestamps are in the description box below. But before you do that, I just wanted to explain how this reading will be going about today. So I will be asking about your love life first and then moving on to your career. That being said, nothing said here is set in stone, and that you are the master of your own destiny. So whatever you choose to happen, you can manifest into your life. So please do remember that. Now without further ado, let's get straight into the reading. Alright everyone, this is the reading for everyone who selected group number 1. So the first row will be representing what's coming in your love life, and the second row will be representing what will be coming for you in your career. This is the overall energy, and let's take a look at that. So the Hanged Man, beautiful. You have the Strength card. This is the reading for your love life. We have the Lovers in reverse. So already some very strong energies coming through with 2 major arcanas representing, just cannot pick up the cards. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the 2 of Wands. You have the 4 of Cups in reverse. And you have the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, group number 1. I'm getting this feeling of you learning how to be very self-dependent. You might have in the past faced with certain codependencies or certain toxic relationships. What I'm seeing is that you have the Strength card, and this card represents exactly what it says. It's talking about moving forward with that courage, with that belief in yourself. I do see that you might be even changing your perception about what love might be for you like. So you might have felt something in the past, but now it's circumstances have led you to believe that it's not exactly what it was, that it is something else, or that it could be something else. And I'm also seeing that here with your overall energy. I feel like the Hanged Man, now this talks about changing your perspective, looking at things with a new perspective. Just in the traditional tarot, the Hanged Man is hanging upside down, and it's looking at the world from this completely new angle. So group number 1, I feel like you are really changing your perception. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the 2 of Wands. So I feel like you have been putting a lot of thought into something, into developing yourself. Maybe this is the kind of energy that you're channeling now. You want to be the Queen of Pentacles. You want to be the person who provides for yourself. You don't want to be dependent on someone. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that you don't want love. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you want to be independent or self-dependent, and you don't want a partner in your life who you cling upon, someone that is there solely to fulfill your needs. I feel like you are focusing on yourself or making yourself very, very abundant. So the Queen, she's a feminine figure who can be even compared to a very motherly figure, one with a very motherly instinct. And so it's basically talking about nurturing, and pentacles being with relation to money. I feel like you are somebody who is now focusing on your own growth. And I feel that once you, and again, okay, before I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Before I move on, you have the Two of Wands as well. So you are trying to widen your perspective. This is just another card that is assuring me that you are somebody who is now trying to change your perspective. Let me tell you something. If what I have here on the cards for you, you have the Four of Cups reversed, and this card is about offering something to someone, but that person not seeing the offer and rejecting it. But this is in reverse, and I feel like the moment that you start developing on yourself, focusing on yourself, that is when you will start manifesting things into your life. That is when people will start seeing your true energy, recognizing your true energy. You will then move on to call your soulmate, your soul connection. And then you have the Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like okay, this is a funny situation. I feel like you have been the kind of person who's always been, chasing love. But once you come in your own energy, like I've seen, once you change your perspective, once you start focusing on yourself, I feel like you yourself will realize with the Page of Cups in reverse that you are not just going to settle down for anyone. You are going to really need a person who can mirror you, who can, in its true sense, be your counterpart, do justice to you. I feel like this reading there's so much energy, there's so much enthusiasm about life in this reading, and I feel like even if in the past you've gone through certain things, you are a fighter. You are a fighter, and that you're going to pull through. It's just about perspective. And I do feel that you've already started working on changing this perspective. Okay, group number 1. Moving on to your career reading. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You have the 8 of Wands in reverse. You have the 5 of Wands in reverse. You have the Devil. You have the Sun in reverse. And you have the Knight of Wands. Group number 1. This is extremely interesting. I feel like getting the sense that for some time now you've been feeling like things are just not working out in your favor. That once you move forward with doing something, it just kind of flips and it doesn't give you the result that you want. It seems like everything is working to make things go against you. So it's very interesting. I sense that you may be in an environment currently where you are surrounded by a lot of toxic people, and you may have even cut off from people in your work environment, in the sense that you have isolated yourself because of this toxic environment. I'm feeling like I don't cherry pick my cards. I don't choose what comes out in a reading, and I say what I see in the cards. And I genuinely am feeling that you people are in a toxic situation currently, and that you have isolated yourself. Maybe it was the case that in the past you you were involved in a lot of conflicts in your work environment, but to end those conflicts, and because you couldn't understand what else to do, you've completely cut off. You have the sun in reverse. I feel like there is so much more for you, but again, the Hanged Man, this is about perspective. You are kind of, again, as I said, you're isolating yourself, and the Devil card is one about negative behaviors, and I feel like you are not looking at the positive side of it. You are not looking at how you can actually make the best out of the situation. I feel like this reading, this energy that I'm picking up is very much so because you are not, well, basically you're manifesting your thoughts, and I feel like this message from the spirit is talking about really changing your perspective, because you do have the sun card, but it's in reverse. So you do have all the blessings that you require, but you are unable to see them. But you do have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like with the Hanged Man, and if you do put this work into yourself, you really are going to change your perception, and you are going to find that passion once again. You are going to charge forward with that energy, with that zeal, with that enthusiasm that you always had, and you are going to be charging forward. You are going to find your passion once again. Group number 1, that's all that I have for you here today. I really hope that this resonated with you and that it could help you in any way possible. If it did resonate with you, please don't forget to subscribe, like my video, leave me a comment down below. I will love to read how this reading resonated with you, and if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave those as well. Thank you so much for your time. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome group number 2. So this is your reading. So before I get into it, I just wanted to explain how this is going to go about. This is going to be your overall energy. The first row is going to be your love reading, and the second row is going to talk about your career and finances. With that being said, let's get into it. So you have the Lover's card. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Cups. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. You have the Page of Wands. And you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, group number 1. It's interesting how your overall theme is the Lovers, but what I'm picking up energy-wise, I feel like there is somebody in your life, and you do realize that there is this potential with that person. But, I'm sorry, there's a mosquito here. But you might have been feeling trapped. Like, I feel like you've been feeling that you just can't think about these things right now. You have so much more on your mind. I feel like you're having this really difficult time balancing things out. With the 2 of Pentacles, you don't know how to make situations work right now for you. You're having this, I get this sense of almost anxiety that you get when you think of this person. And I feel like you are in this sense right now where you're like, but there's just so much more in life, and should I settle? Should I really commit to this situation? And then you have the Hanged Man in reverse. I feel like you're really refusing to look at the positive sides of this. I feel like you're refusing to look at the fact that you have found your soulmate. That you know that this person who's in your life is the one for you. But you're just so caught up in everything else for some reason. But I see that there's a lot of passion, and whenever you talk to this person, whenever you're around this person, you feel that passion, and there's just this sense of wanting to know more. You just want to learn everything about them. And I feel like all these feelings that you have are just stemming from something that's not real. It's all in your head. It's all. I mean, I can't seem to not notice the fact that the imagery in these cards is just so interesting. This lady here, she thinks she's trapped, but she's actually just blindfolded, and what's happening around her in its true sense can't be resolved unless she, removes that blindfold from her. Once she looks at the situation, once she, I feel like, I'm just feeling that it's really strange. I'm feeling, it's such a confusing feeling that I'm feeling right now. I feel really anxious and happy at the same time, but also really, really scared. I don't know if that makes sense, but do you know that it's the feeling when you have a crush on somebody and you just look at them and you're like, I don't know if I can go and talk to them, and I feel like that's the kind of feeling that you're feeling. That's the kind of feeling you're feeling with these cards here, the Eight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, and I feel like you're in this state of self-doubt, and then, which is why you can't make up your mind because you don't know what to do right now. And I feel like the only problem here is that you are too scared to change your perception about the situation. With the Hanged Man in reverse, once you change your perception about the situation, once you accept what you feel, once you make that decision, you'll be more open to this sort of feeling, this feeling of passion, this feeling of knowing what you want and going for it, moving forward towards what you want. Because you know that there's something with this person. That's interesting and intense. Let's move on to your career reading. Okay, so you have the Four of Cups in reverse. You have the Page of Cups in reverse. You have the Devil. That's interesting. The last group got the Devil card as well. You have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Four of Pentacles. And you have the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so with this reading, I'm feeling very heavily that you're lacking a sense of balance. And the Lover's card doesn't necessarily just mean finding your soulmate or finding love, but it also talks about balancing out your energies, with the yin and the yang, with the masculine and the feminine. I feel like you've been waiting for something to come through to you. or something did come through to you. Take it as it resonates, and this reading is for a lot of people. So it could be either of the situations with an offer that was made or wasn't made. But either ways, I feel like you rejected that offer, or would reject that offer even if it was made. I feel like, and you have the devil card, last group had the devil card too. That you're overthinking. I'm being extremely drawn to the star on the devil's head, and I feel like it's talking about the crown chakra. I feel like there might be blockages within your crown chakra. I feel like you overthink things. You overthink things to the point that you create them in your reality. Do you know what I mean? You're like, every morning you get up and you're like, I'm going to be late, I'm going to be late, I'm going to be late, and then you do end up getting late. That sort of thing, where you're refusing to see what the positive side of life is. And I feel that that might be the case with the offers that were made to you or were not made to you. Either ways, you were just like, if it was made to you and you rejected it, you were really anxious about that fact, and if it wasn't, you're still anxious about that fact. I feel like you're letting anxiety and stress rule you. You have the Six of Pentacles as well, and I feel like you feel as a person you've been putting in this work, and then you have two sixes, and both of them are in reverse, and you have the Six of Pentacles and you have the Six of Swords, and I feel like you've been putting in all this work, but there's no result coming out for you. There's no forward motion that's happening for you. You kind of feel stuck, like you are not getting the result that you want. So there's more giving in this situation than taking or getting back, and that's causing you some sort of anxiety. I feel like the advice that I'm getting from Spirit is that you really need to let go of certain things at times. You just need to balance things out. You need to stop holding on so tightly to what you think will happen and be more open to the offers that are being sent your way. I'm definitely sensing that there was some kind of offer made and that you didn't take it, and because you were just you let ego override the situation, and you were you were clinging on very tight to your perceptions on things. I feel like once you let go of these perceptions, once you regain this balance with the Lover's card, things are just going to start opening up for you. You're going to see how things are flowing more smoothly. And I feel like that's it's a common theme in both your readings for your love reading and your career reading, is that there is just too much negativity in your own head. You're just inside your head. You're letting your thoughts rule you, and that just isn't correct. I feel like you have the power to be the master of your own thoughts, and not vice versa. Don't let your thoughts rule you. That's a very strong message that I'm getting from Spirit here. Group number 2. Okay, and I think that is it. I'm just gonna look at the cards once again to see if there's something I'm missing on. I do want to point this out before I go. So you have the Hangman in reverse and you have the Four of Pentacles. As I was stating, do really think about changing your perception about certain things. Like, take that leap of faith. Have faith in yourself. Trust yourself, because you've got this. You've got this. You have that ability to balance things out in your life, to make things work for you. Group number 2. I do hope that reading resonated with you and that you enjoyed it. If you did, I request you to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. I will love to read how it resonated with you and your stories. If you have any suggestions, I'm more than open to them. So let me know. Alright, thank you very much. Bye. Alright everyone, this is the reading for everyone who selected group number 3. Before I get into the reading, I just wanted to quickly point out how this is going to be going. So we have the overall theme. We have the row talking about your love life and the cards talking about your career. Without further ado, let's get into your reading. So you have the Empress. You have the 7 of Cups. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. You have the Page of Wands. You have the Devil. And you have the Page of Swords. This is so interesting. This is literally the 3rd reading today where the Devil card has come up. I don't know why I started flipping your cards for your career, but I felt drawn to do that, so I'm going to do that as well. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You have the 9 of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, group number 3. Some very heavy energies that I'm picking up here for you. I don't know how to put this, but starting off with your love reading, I don't know why, but I feel like you guys are kind of testing the waters everywhere. Do you know what I mean? You guys are definitely not committed, and if you are, then you are still looking at other options, because you have the 7 of Cups. You might be a really charismatic person, is also what I'm getting, because or a person who is really smooth with their words. You're a fast moving person as well when it comes to these things. So you have the Knight of Swords, and I feel like, well, maybe you're in the dating game right now. You've been seeing a lot of people, and you're just moving really quickly. Like, you don't want to commit right now. You want to be this sort of person. You're happy in this situation. And you have the Hangman in reverse. I feel like you're very set in your perspective, and you don't really want to see what the other person might be feeling in this situation. But I don't mean to be rude in any sense, but I'm feeling that you've hurt a lot of people by being like this. I'm sure you didn't have the intention on behaving in such a manner. Maybe it was just that you couldn't find the right person for yourself. But I feel like the spirit is telling me that you need to be a little bit more nurturing with the Empress card. You need to nurture relationships more. You need to take care of relationships, of people, of situationships that come into your life. You have that responsibility to take. They have the Page of Swords as well. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know if it resonates. Again, please do take whatever resonates. If it doesn't, then if you feel like you feel disconnected to this reading, then please by all means select another group. it's just that I've been getting a lot of heavy energies today, and I think it's because of the Mercury retrograde that we are in Scorpio right now, and it does become slightly more difficult for people to communicate more clearly. I believe it's going to. I'm not into astrology. I just read energies, but I feel like it's going to, or what I've been told and what I've heard is it's going to be lasting till the 21st of November, 20th of November, thereabouts, and then it's going to move into a more calm period. And it might be why these heavy energies are coming through. We have the Page of Swords, and I want to talk about this. You might be, even though you are this fast-moving person, I feel like there's this one person that you kind of feel attached to. I'm also picking up that this might be your behavior right now, and like testing the waters, not committing, not being fully present for one person right now, maybe because of some past connection which you haven't been able to let go of, and that you still want to know what's up in their life. You still want to go through their social media accounts and ask other people about them. And that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. And I feel like with your overall energy of the Empress, Spirit is really telling me to just nurture yourself, to nurture the relationships that are there for you currently, and not focus on 10 million different things at a time, because it's just going to end up hurting not only you but other people as well. Group number 3. Okay, moving on to your career reading. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like you've made a huge investment into something, and you've taken a huge risk with this, and that you may have taken this risk just based on your what's the word for it? Zid, stubbornness. That you were just stubborn, that you want to do this, and then you took that risk, and you jumped into it, and I feel like it's causing you a lot of anxiety now, and you're in this place where you're like, why didn't I think of this? Why didn't I think of everything? And you're feeling kind of like, I've ruined everything, and I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, and I think I took on too much responsibility. But I do see that you have the Ace of Pentacles, so I feel like you're going to be figuring things out. Like, things are going to start sorting themselves out for you career-wise. You're going to either get a new offer, like a new partnership or venture is what I'm sensing. Like, somebody's going to come in and kind of push you in the right direction, or give you an offer, or offer you a partnership, is what I'm sensing. I feel like once you get this offer, things are going to start moving in a much better direction. You're going to start hearing from whatever investments that you've made in the past. You're going to start slowly, for sure, but steadily seeing the fruits of your hard work, of what you have put in. Again, with the Empress card, you've nurtured something, and it's going to bear fruit. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, I do see that some new opportunity is coming for you, which is going to start slowly and steadily improving your situation, and start giving you back what you truly do deserve, because you have put in a lot of work, even if it was in the spur of the moment and a little bit naive of you, but it's going to bear fruit. So group number 3, don't worry about your career. What I'm really sensing an energy that I can channel in your entire reading, and I've said it before, is be careful with emotions, be careful with relationships, be careful with what you offer other people and what you take from them, because energy does flow back and out and back into your life the way that you send it out. You know, it's momentum basically. If you swing something out of your life, it's gonna boomerang back and hit your face. So don't do that. Be gentle, be more nurturing with the energies that surround you. Group number 3. Do remember that this is what your current energies are like, and in the future it can definitely change. So I hope this resonated with you, and if it did, I would request you to give me a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. I would love to read how it resonated with you and your thoughts on this reading. Alright, group number 4. This is your reading. So before I jump into the reading, I just wanted to point out how things will be working here. So this is going to be your overall energy, your overall theme. This row is going to be talking about your love life, and this row is going to be talking about your career. Just before I begin, I just want to say that I'm feeling really calm about this group. Like, I'm getting a really positive vibe. Also the fact that like the cards were just jumping out while I was shuffling them. Okay, so you have the Hierophant as your overall energy. For your love reading, you have the Ace of Swords. Can't pick up the cards. You have the Eight of Cups. You have Temperance in reverse. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And you have the Ace of Wands. That's very interesting. So starting with an ace and ending with an ace. That's beautiful. Group number 4. Okay, I get the sense that you have finally come to some sort of decision in your life. Like, there might have been a situation where you were thinking or coming to a decision, coming to a conclusion, but with your overall energy, the Hierophant, I feel like you've really put in that work, the inner work, you've put in those thoughts, and I feel like you've realized that it's time to move into a new chapter of your life. With the Eight of Cups, what's really interesting is that the Eight of Cups is right next to the Temperance card in reverse, which is right next to the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there is the sense of like a bittersweet pain of you know, moving into this new chapter in your life, but you're excited, you really want to move forward. With the Temperance in reverse and Wheel of Fortune, I get the sense that you're really excited about this, and you're kind of nervous about it as well, but you know, you're ready, you've made that decision, and you know you want to go forward with it. And again, you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and so Pentacles is a slow moving energy, but I don't necessarily, I also read intuitively. God, I cannot pick up the cards today. So you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and again, I feel like you are taking this offer to somebody, and they're really excited about it. You don't want to stop now, you know, like once you're in the flow, you just want to roll with it, you want to go forward, and you really want to make this offer to someone. I don't even have much to say because it's like such a straightforward reading for you. Group number 4, you've really put in that thought, and you've really made that decision, and you have decided that it is time for you to move into a new chapter in your life. and you are so excited about it. You want to make this offer to somebody. You're kind of like, you're planning, you're plotting, you're trying to figure out things, and you're going to do it. You're going to make that offer. So group number 4, that's all I have to say. This is great. Congratulations on finally making up your mind. Okay, so for your career reading, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Six of Cups in reverse, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Wow, okay, group number 4. I just feel like in general you're moving into a very happy time in your life. You have the Queen of Cups and you have the Knight of Swords. I feel like whatever you're pursuing in your life right now is something that you really enjoy doing, and I feel like this is something like you know you want to do this. With the Hierophant also just being your overall energy, I feel like you've really put in that work, that work on your inner self, and you've really thought things through, and you know what you want in life, and both, be it love, in matters of love, or be it your career, and you've just made the decisions. I don't know if there's nothing to indicate if it might have been because of past relationship, but I do see the Hierophant is a card of thinking, of putting thought, and that might have happened after a situation that happened in your life, or after a period of stagnation. I'm sorry, I'm just speaking so fast and I'm getting these, I can sense the excitement, I can sense the happiness, and I'm getting this energy, I'm sensing it. It's beautiful, and you're really enjoying doing what you want to be doing. I think I said that right, I'm not sure. But in any case, you have the Knight of Swords, so you're really taking action towards, just building your empire. Okay, so this is an interesting card. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. I feel like so I'm getting the sense that when you get involved in your work, you just completely forget everything else that's happening around you. You forget about, I feel like this is just something that you're so passionate about and that you really love, and that once you're working, you can like literally forget about the world. You wouldn't care less about anything else that's happening around you, and it just makes you feel good because that's what you want, like passionately, that's what you want to be doing, and I feel like whatever this is that you're doing is just really meant for you. And if you do ever feel disheartened, which might be sometimes with the Six of Cups, sometimes you might feel that you aren't really, getting results as quickly as you'd like, or you don't feel fulfilled, or you just feel anxious at times. Don't be, because you have such a beautiful reading, you have such beautiful energies here for you. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Strength card, and I feel like this is just an indication from Spirit that you are on the right path. You are on the path of creating your empire, of creating abundance, of just, I feel like you also might have like really bougie inclinations, like you like the finer things in life and you want to get those things for yourself in life, but at the same time, like you have the Six of Cups as well, so you are a very emotional person, you are a very emotionally balanced person. However it may be, at times, you might feel a little discouraged, but you do have the Strength card, and you're a fighter, and that you're going to make this work for you. I mean, there are no two paths for you. It's going to happen. So have that faith in yourself, group number 4. Just keep putting in that inner work, and that's a message that I'm channeling from Spirit, that keep putting in that inner work and really trust your intuition, trust your thoughts, and go forward with it. Go forward with your ideas, because you have a beautiful energy, group number 4. I wish you all the best with all these things happening for you in life. Group number 4, I really enjoy doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed this as well, and I hope this resonated with you. And if it did, I would request you to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. I would love to read your story and how it resonated with you. I'm very much open to suggestions. I hope it's not getting too smoky in here. I hope you can still see me. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Bye. Alright everyone, this is the reading for everyone who selected group number 5. Before we dive into the reading, let me just break things down for you. This is your overall energy. The first row is going to be your love reading, and the second row is going to be your career reading. So let's start with the overall energy. You have the Temperance card. You have the 4 of Pentacles. You have the Empress. You have the 8 of Pentacles. You have the 6 of Wands. You have the Knight of Cups. And you have the 4 of Wands. Beautiful. Group number 5. Okay, so here's what I see. You're a patient person, and you like to really think before you act upon things. In terms of love, I like right off the bat, I see, okay, so I see that you may have been holding on too tightly to a certain thought or like a certain perception where you're like, I don't think this is for me, and kind of, you know, feeling rigid about your thought process. But I do sense that there is somebody in your life which may have worked extremely hard or put in effort. It could be vice versa as well, like once this person came in your life, you put in that effort and really changed your perception. I feel like with this person, you kind of found in its true sense your counterpart, your balance. And this is so interesting because right when I said that, I noticed the picture in this card. Well, the Temperance card otherwise is an angel, but in this deck, the Temperance card is Shiv and Parvati half and half, and I feel like you've really found somebody who is your counterpart, like somebody who's balanced you out. Like, it completes you, you know. If you're a very masculine person, then who you found is very feminine, and vice versa. Take it as it resonates. But you guys have really worked on just your communications together. You know, you guys kind of help develop each other, if that's what I'm picking up. You guys just really help bring out the best in each other. And I feel like you or them, again, like, feel free to flip energies, being however it suits you and your situation. Either you or the other person is planning on bringing forth an offer to you. I see that very, very strongly. I feel that very intensely. And it's going to be an offer about taking this situation into a more stable form. So if you guys are not dating, then you guys might end up in your person may be offering you a commitment. It's just something more stable, and even if it's not a commitment, it might just be you guys just figuring it out together, you know, like building an empire, like the very roots of building your empire, if I must say so. So I do feel that, and it's a beautiful energy. I just feel like it's just so balanced, it's just so calm. And with this offer, you guys, like, whoever you have in mind right now definitely thinks of a future with you, and that's beautiful. Okay, moving on to your career reading. You have the 5 of Wands in reverse, you have the Sun in reverse, you have the Lovers in reverse, You have the Two of Wands. Oh my god, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Two of Cups in reverse. I'm just freaking out a little bit right now because I don't know what is up. I swear I shuffled the cards like properly and it's just not possible because was it group number 1 or group number 2 that had literally the same cards as you guys, but I feel like they were, I don't know, just I'll insert it down below which group it was. Maybe you want to take a look at that group as well if you feel drawn to it. No pressure. Only do it if you feel drawn to it. But in any case, so you have the Five of Wands. I feel like you guys are right now coming out of a space, career-wise. Excuse me while I just fix this. Need to clear the energy. Okay. So you guys might be coming out of a space which was kind of not the best for you, or like you were just struggling a little bit in the past and you were finding it kind of difficult to see the positive in the life in life in general, and but you've come out of that space because this is now in the reverse. And then you have two major arcana cards side by side. You have the Sun and the Lover and the Lover's card. It's again very similar to what I was talking about, the Temperance card in this deck being balancing out energies. Even though these are in reverse, I just don't feel that sense for you guys, if you know what I mean. What I'm channeling is a more you guys are kind of moving into a better space. So this might be your energy before, but I feel like you guys are kind of used to things being a certain way for you and you not being open to a new situation. So I mean, you're expecting the worst is what I want to say, although there is nothing that is happening that is wrong. Everything that's happening for you is completely in alignment with where you need to be with your goals, but I feel like you're just expecting the worst outcome. I feel like, again, like that's a message that Spirit is channeling, is that you need to have faith in yourself. You need to have faith that you can work out the situation, that you have the power, you have all sorts of energies that it takes. You have the masculine, you have the feminine, you have the yin, you have the yang. You're a balanced person is what I'm trying to say, and that you should not let self-doubt rule you because you have great things coming in for you. Another message that I am channeling is that have patience, because these things, these energies are just, they're moving in. They're moving into your life, and you're moving out of this Five of Wands energy with conflicts. I feel like you have started to see the bigger picture now. You are like, okay, maybe you do feel at times that, you know, you expect worse, but you're trying to look at the bigger picture. I feel like you are putting in that work, and that you do have patience. You're a patient person and you have faith, which is a big thing. I see that there are good things coming in for you career-wise. Definitely either new offers or just, you know, a new position, moving forward in what you are doing and your current situation right now. And then you have the Two of Cups as well, in reverse. And this is next to the Ace of Pentacles. So again, I mean, just these two cards here is kind of summing up what everything else was talking about in your reading, about like new beginnings coming, and that you shouldn't be doubting or expecting the worst, because you have what is required of you to take you to your ultimate goals. It's easy for you to find that balance, even if you do feel out of balance for a moment. You are a balanced person, and you are very much in alignment with your goals. I don't know, and I don't like want you to believe this if you don't, But you have the Lovers and you have the Two of Cups, and with like just your reading overall, I feel like whoever this person is in your life might be really lucky for you. So you might want to keep them around. That's just something that a message that I got, that I received. So, I mean, again, believe in it if you want to. If you don't, then it's completely up to you. This is something that I wanted to say. That being said, group number 5, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I would request you to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. I would love to read how this resonated with you. And if you have any suggestions, I am more than open. I would love to receive them and work on them. So thank you so much, group number 5. Bye.